Okay, everybody, can you all see my screen? Just give me a thumbs up if you can. Yes? Okay, superb. So welcome, everybody, to our twice a month coaching sessions that we have as part of the Spa Professionals Guild community. And we have a lot of guests on today, which is awesome, because it means that the community is growing and that ideas are spreading and we have new members enrolling. And I think I want to do things a little bit differently today, because the community has grown so much that not everybody has met each other. So I think what will be great is that we do a very quick meet and greet, okay? I think it's important because not everybody's met each other in the community. And I'll call your name out according to who I see on my list. I'm going to stop the share so that we can see the person's name, faces properly. And then you can just say what your name is, what country you are from, and whether you're a guest or if you're a member of the community, what module you're on, what's excited you the most about the community, about the course that you're busy doing, if it's changed your life, if it's changed your business. Just say whatever it is that you would like anybody else on the platform to hear, okay? So, Fran, your name is up first on my list. Are you able to talk?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hi, I'm Francisco Garcia. Originally, I'm from Spain, but I've been living in South Africa for 15 years. I currently run Jiva Spa in Cape Town at the Taj Hotel. I've done the modules of the spa management many years ago. So it's I'm a member of the SPG community, and I'm here to help anybody who needs help, and also to learn from best practices from everybody around the world, and also to strengthen our community, because it's in our strength that relies all our power. So the more connected we are, the more supporting each other we are, the better we'll become at this, and then the less silence we'll have to close. So here to help, and here to also to learn from you guys. So very excited to be here.
Lovely, thank you. And Francisco is also one of our affiliate coaches. So I'll just tell you all that once a month we have at the end of the presentation, we have a coaching session where we unpack your challenges that you are experiencing right now in your business. And Francisco, I'll introduce you to the 3 affiliate coaches, but Francisco is one of those affiliate coaches that are part of the community. Okay, so super. Who's next on my list? Mena, you're up next.
Thank you. I am Mena Kleiner. I'm from SomaSense Academy. I'm one of Marisa's trainers for Six and Sparlicious, and I do the CRT training for her. I'm a guest at the moment. The reason being that I run a school, and I run various different trainings for Marisa, so I'm not always able to check in. Why do I actually attend this is because I just feel completely energized by the sharing of best practice. I adore everybody's great energy, and I've just found that even if you're feeling exceptionally down and low, that you can hear everybody's voices and actually sort of get out of it, dust yourself off, and it changes my mood. And I just find that I'm absolutely energized by these meetings, because we're all in the same boat. Our challenges are all different, and I just find that every time I can connect, I get out of it, and I've got new ideas and lots to share with the people that I train. So when Marisa's been doing her training, I can actually be able to reinforce what Marisa tells us in the training when we're actually doing our sales training, pitches, etc. for each other. So
Amazing.
that's where I am. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mena. And I'll just add to that, Mena has been a mentor to many of us in this industry, including me. So thank you for everything that I've learned from you, because I am who I am today. And a lot of us on this call are who we are today, that has stemmed from you and from your inspiration and your passion that you instilled in us as Little Lees. So thank you very much for that, Mena. Okay, superb. So up next, Andy, you're up next on my list.
Yes, hello. My name is Andy Bard. I'm the Director of Wellness at Six Senses Ziggy Bay in Oman. I'm currently in the UK though. I had to go home because of the C word around the globe. So the border is currently closed, the other C word. And I'm stuck here for the time being, although we just got some good news that the borders might be opening in the next few days. So if that's the case, then maybe I'll go back very soon. We shall see. I'm here though, but I'm here. It's great being part of this community because it's, as Mena was saying, the energy here is fantastic, and it's great to learn things. I'm always learning things all the time, and hopefully being here as well, I can contribute and help other people. You can pick my brain, I can pick your brain. And the course is really excellent. You know, that what I've been through and what I've seen, it's really useful. And I know you're developing it all the time and it's changing and growing, but I think this community is really helpful. And in this time, we all need each other. So it's fantastic.
Brilliant. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for that. And Andy also failed to say, but I'll say it for you, that he is another one of our affiliate coaches as well. So thank you for that. Thanks, Andy. Okay, Cara, you've just joined, but you're up next, doll. Everybody's just doing a quick basic intro and where they're from, their name, and just anything you want to say, how you've loved the course, how it's changed your business, whatever you want to say.
Hi, everyone. I've been doing the course for a few months now, and I love it. I'm absolutely loving it. There's so many tools that I've used in my business. At first, I found it difficult to commit with the time, but now I'm actually, like Marisa said, I'm taking 10 minutes every day, making sure I enter the figures in, and now I'm seeing the difference now. I'm loving the course and enjoying it, and yeah, super excited to see what other modules are coming up. Oh, sorry, my name is Cara. I'm from Swaziland.
Lovely. Thank you, Cara.
Spa, and I have 5 therapists.
Stunning. Awesome. Thanks, Cara. Thanks for that. Okay, up next is Inja. You're up next on my list.
Hi, everyone. I'm Inja. I work at the Nicole Beauty Clinic in Kenilworth Centre, and I like the course and the coaching sessions because I learn a lot from it. Yeah, I love it. It's exciting. There's a lot of things that I didn't know, and it's helped me a lot in my journey. So yeah, hi everyone.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, super. Janine, you're up next.
Hi everyone. So yeah, I'm Janine. I'm from South Africa. And I am running the spa at the Table Bay Hotel in Cape Town at the waterfront. I'm currently on module 1, absolutely loving it. And yeah, completely taking me out of my comfort zone, but I've learned so much. And yeah, thanks, Marisa. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited, for the rest of the modules. Thanks, everyone.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Larika, you're up next. If you can talk.
Hi everybody, my name is Larika. I'm from the spa at Sabula here outside Bella Bella, and yeah, I've been on the course now. I'm on module 5. It's been quite a journey, but yeah, I joined because just to get some guidance through this difficult time and unsure time, and yeah, we've literally just been doing better and better every month, and it's all thanks to you and all your coaching and all your help. But it's so nice to just be part of this community, to know that you're not in this alone and we're all in this together.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Lanil, you're up next.
Hi everybody, I'm Danielle. I'm not putting my video on because it's 7 o'clock in the morning in Chicago, so still running around getting everyone ready. I just wanted to say what a wonderful experience this community has been. I'm on module 5 right now, and I don't think there's been one easy module at all. They've all tested me. I've grown from every single one, and I just can't wait to share the word with everyone here. And I just really, every single module has given me tools that I just think to myself, how did I not know this? How did I not know this before? So it's just been awesome, and it's been great connecting with friends from South Africa, and I'm hoping to bring friends from the US side and making it one big happy family. So thank you very much, Marisa, for all your energy, and to the coaches for your invaluable additions to the course. It's just been amazing. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Lanil. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Marilee, you're up next if you're able to talk. Okay, Nicole, can you talk? Maybe for the trio? Or Lisa?
No, Lisa. Hold on, I'm putting the video on just for you.
Hi.
Okay. I don't know what's happened to Marilee. She's frozen.
Okay. Well, you can talk on behalf of the trio.
I'll let Lisa do the talking this time around.
I'm very tired. Had your husband here this morning coming to give us a business.
I heard.
Yeah, so we've grown. Sure, it's been amazing. This is good to say that have been on with us quite a few times. We've come out of this and grown even bigger, bolder, and just got a whole lot happening. So we're so grateful to Marisa, to all of you who share and give us the hope and the know-how to move forward and do this together, that we're not alone, as I think Larica said that. And it's challenged me. I know we've had to hold pause on module 5, but we will get back with that in December. Yeah, it's just every day I'm just so grateful for this opportunity that we have with you.
Amazing. Thanks for that feedback. Thank you so much. Nicole, do you want to add anything, or are you good?
Yeah, so we are
you keep breaking up.
Sorry, it's the signal. Can you hear me now?
Yes, okay, try again.
Okay. So it's myself, Lisa, and Marilee that are co-owners of Sherbet Angel. For those of you that don't know, we are called the Tripod. Yeah, so I'm super excited to be a part of this group, especially with some of them being my mentors in life. For instance, Laura, who I'm thrilled who's on this group. Mena, goes without saying. Just all around fantastic to be a part of all of this, and to see how it's growing, and just getting better and better, and how it's just improving people's lives tremendously. Well, businesses, let's put it that way, and lives. So thanks to everybody. Thanks for the continued input that everybody gives from all corners of the globe. It's fantastic.
Super. Thank you for that, Tripod, darling tripods. Okay, Amy, I don't know if you're able to talk, but you're up next on my list. Are you able to introduce yourself? I'm not able to hear. I don't know if it's only me. Can everybody else hear Amy? Just let me know, everyone in the chat box, if you can all hear Amy or if it's just me.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything, Andy. Amy, try again. We can't seem to hear you. Oh dear. Oh, what a pity. Amy, we can't hear you, love. Okay, while you try and connect up your audio. No, okay, we can't hear you. Maybe just see if you can try and connect up your audio again. Can we go to Audrey? There's a name called Audrey. You're up next. Are you able to talk? Audrey, are you able to talk? No? Okay. Esther, are you able to talk and introduce yourself? Okay, let's move. Joy. Joy, are you able to introduce yourself and unmute? We're just doing a quick meet and greet, everybody.
Yes, sorry, I actually had to leave a minute ago. Sorry about the backlighting. I'm Joy from East London. I have a beauty therapy school here, and I'm going to admit this is my first time joining in on your meetings. So I was just a little bit curious, I have to admit, because I'm thinking of offering this kind of advice to my students. So I was just double checking in before I tell them to commit to your program.
Perfect. Well, we're very happy to have you. Very happy.
Thank you very much.
I was going to say, I hope you love what you see, but I am 100% certain you are going to love what you see. Okay, so welcome, welcome.
Awesome, I'm sure I will. Thank you very much.
Lovely to have you. Okay, so next up on my list, Laura, you're next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laura. I am currently in Scotland, although I live in London at the moment. I've been in the industry for a long time. For a while. Mena trained me. And I have been in many different roles within the industry, from therapy right through to management, right through to operations, to product distribution, national sales management, etc., etc., etc. Boring. And now I have my own therapy business. I do brain working recursive therapy, and I do life coaching, business coaching for a variety of different people, working with people who've been through life challenges. And I do some spa consulting just because, well, who doesn't? And that's me.
And you're an affiliate coach for the Spa Professionals Guild community. Beautiful. Welcome, Laura. So Laura, you and Mirella live in the same country. We'll call her on in a minute. And very soon you're going to have Mariana, who will also call on in a minute, in your same country. So that's 3 of you from the UK. That's very exciting. Okay, so Amy's sound isn't working, but I don't know if you've all seen in the chat box. She says, hi all, I'm Amy, and I'm currently a guest of Lanil's and live outside of Chicago, and I currently work for Dermalogica. So welcome, Amy. It's wonderful to have you here. I know you will love what you see, and we look forward to having you a part of our community. Okay, we have next Makanyara. I hope I'm saying the name right. Maka, oh, there's another one joining. Okay.
Hi. Yes, hi.
Hi, darling.
Hi, everybody. Hi, how are you?
Fine.
My name is, it's Maka, you got it right, Marisa. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, currently in South Africa. I've just started a hair salon for ethnic hair specifically. And at the moment, I'm a guest. And I'll start my courses soon. I've been following you throughout lockdown, and I actually saw this message last night, and I decided to hear what this life coaching is about. Yeah, and it's a very good community. I've been learning a lot, motivated, and keeping inspired. Thanks a lot.
Super, and lovely to have you on as a guest, and we look forward to having you as part of our community as well. Okay, so then we move on to Mariana. Thank you, love. Are you able to talk, Mariana?
Yes, let me put my sound on. Hello! I'm Mariana.
The reason I joined this course is because I absolutely adore Marisa, who inspires me every day to be a superhuman and a superhero in my life. And I'm just thankful for this opportunity where I can broaden my spectrum and become even better than the person that I am. And I love engaging in everything that all of you bring to this community and the modules that I do. I know I'm a little bit behind Marisa. Please forgive me because I'm trying to move countries. But yeah, besides the spa, I'm not involved in any spa whatsoever, but this community has been incredible for me just to grow and understand exactly what direction I'm trying to follow in my purpose of life. And that's all. Mwah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, next, Nicola, are you able to talk? You're next up on my list.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Good. Hi, everyone. I'm Nicola. I'm from the Heavenly Spa in Western Cape Town. So with me, I've got my guest, Renee. She's joining us today. So the great thing for me about this community is knowledge is key and knowledge is power. And that is what I'm grabbing from everyone and from all of you and from the notes that we have and so on and all of the exercises you must do. I mean, that's the most important thing, is to take in that knowledge and then to distribute it through to your therapist. And then of course, Marisa, your little power bundle that you give us every time, that helps us as well to give that through to the therapists. And I'm glad to be part of this community.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for that intro. Thank you. And we love to have you part of it. Okay, next up I have Nungo. Nungo, you're next up on my list. Are you able to talk?
Hi, Marisa. Sorry about that. This is Paul. My name is Nungo. I am currently a hospital supervisor at Alveston in Middleburg. And this has been helpful in so many different ways. Without it, I don't know how I would have survived, especially hand in hand with ESP. I hope you can hear me properly.
Can hear you now. It's better. Yes, we can hear.
All right, awesome. I had to just leave the spa because the spas, there's a few people in the spa and the owners around as well, so I had to just escape quickly. But yeah, I'm loving this. I'm learning a lot, and I have to go back quickly.
Okay, thank you. Lovely for that introduction. Thank you. Okay, next up, it's called Novik Naturalis Day Spa. I'm not sure if that's you. Can you talk?
It's Trish.
Ah, hello.
Me.
I didn't see your name. Okay.
Hi, I'm Patricia Baltazar Villar. I am from Angola, but I lived 21 years in South Africa. And I have studied at Camelot, and MENA is part of my life as well. So everybody, heads up for that wonderful lady. And right now, I don't own a spa. I put my spa to rent. I was one of the first people here in Angola to bring up the brand Thalgo, to represent it, and to train some people, and to bring trainers from South Africa. But as the years have gone by, I've decided to go on the other side, which is to consult the spas and to supply them with disposables. And right now I was having a meeting with my business partner. We are launching my own brand next year and everything. I'm actually having a tea based on it. I'm trying it out and I'm very excited. All of you are invited for the launch, by the way. It's going to be in Angola and in South Africa. And also, I love your talks, Marisa. As I'm here as a guest at the moment, and because I've got so much on my plate, that's why sometimes I won't even be able to go in and follow up with the course, because it's so exciting what I'm doing now, and it's a bit overwhelming as well. And all your talks and everything, they just really get us obsessed on our journey, and it motivates us, even though Angola's got the most hectic heat ever, but we still keep on going. And I am ready to go on, and I can't wait for my products to be launched and for other people to try it.
Amazing.
It's called Madea Cosmetics.
Lovely. Well done. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
Roxanne,
you.
you're up next.
Hello, everybody. I'm Roxanne. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, super. I'm Roxanne. I'm from Cape Town, from a beauty clinic called Enigma Beauty and Laser Clinic. Yeah, I've joined the Spa Professionals Guild during a very difficult time for most people, and it had not been for Marisa and this entire group of people, I don't think that I would have been mentally strong enough to actually ride this wave and to actually get through this challenging time. So thank you for the motivation. Yeah, and because of that, I'll forever be part of this group.
Lovely. And we love having you part of it. And I look forward to hearing all the growth stories from you as you progress through.
Absolutely.
Lovely. Amazing. Okay, Michelle, you're up next.
Thank you.
Thanks. Michelle, are you able?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, I'm Michelle Baltazar. I've graduated from Camelot. MENA is definitely why we are still in this industry. I mean, I think she racked us over our knuckles 1 million times, myself and Patricia, making sure we were always on time with our projects, and we were in that office quite a few times actually. She was my principal. Marisa, I've known Marisa since I was a little girl. I think I've said this story about 1 million times, but I'll say it 1 million in one. She's always been an inspiration for me. I always used to say, when I grow up, I want to be like you.
Nice.
So when I found Marisa, I don't think I've ever let her go. And I've always been asking her for this course online. And finally, I have the privilege of being one of the members of the Spa Professionals Guild as doing this course, and happily part of Group 1 as well. And it's been mind-blowing. I mean, like somebody said earlier on, there's things that you're supposed to have known that we never knew, and everything is just a tool. She's giving us like a whole toolbox to run our business. So thanks, Marisa, and everybody else that's made this possible for us.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and thank you for that. Thanks, Michelle. Vanessa, are you able to chat or not? I'm not sure if you can talk, just to do a quick meet and greet. No? Okay, is there anybody that I've left off? Shani, do you want to introduce yourself?
You've left me out.
Oh, Mirella, how can I leave you out? Go for it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mirella. Not only am I Mariana's favorite sister, but I'm also her guest. I'm a qualified professional nail designer, and I've been doing nails for 7 years. And I've currently, well, recently I opened my own nail salon within a hair salon on Clapham High Street in the UK. So I've been facing a lot of challenges and just got me really, really excited for what I'm about to get into. So I can't wait to begin.
Awesome.
And that's it, really.
Lovely. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. It's amazing. Okay, have I left anybody else out, everyone? Because my list seems to be very confused here. Have I left anyone out? If I've left you out, please can you unmute and meet and greet quickly? And then we'll get on with some juicy information and meat for today.
Hi, Marisa.
Landry.
I just want to say hello. Hello. Yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody. It's so nice to see that there's so many people joining today. I love it. Thanks for psyching us up. I think it's your constant like excitement on the group that makes it so like I can't miss out on this. You know, I need my bi-weekly fix here. So thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here again today. I'm just gonna exit at 10 to 4 just for information. I'm gonna end on my phone just while I'm driving. I just need to take my daughter to the doctor quickly.
That's fine. I'll let you in. As you go out and in, I'll keep an eye on it and I'll let you into the meeting. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Lovely. Welcome.
Perfect, thanks.
Welcome. Okay, anybody else I've forgotten out? No? Are we all good? Okay, superb. Let's get going. Oi, what's happened here? Okay, let's get the right. Okay, can you all hear me okay? Yes, okay, super. All right, so everybody, before we get on to what we're chatting about today, which is the power of the plan, okay, so that's coming up in a minute. For those of you who haven't been on the last coaching session, one of the very important aspects that I asked everybody to please do as a matter of urgency was another client survey or another feedback. I'm not sure if all of you remember, but during lockdown or at the beginning of when...
Can you book thing in here, please?
Oh dear. Okay, somebody's not muted. Let me just have a look and see. Okay, Fatima's muted. All right. So at the beginning of when COVID flared up and lockdown started, we said that a very good idea would be to do a survey with the clients and find out what treatments are they desperate for when the industry reopens. And that would give you a very good idea as to where to position your business. 2 coaching sessions ago, we actually spoke about what your strategies right now should be. Now that some of us have been working for a couple of months, some of the hotels have opened up. And I definitely feel that a what do you want survey needs to go out to your clients again, especially if you have been open for a few months. So it's a very basic survey, but you need to be finding out what are the treatments that your clients are wanting. If you are going to be investing in growth, which is one of the areas that you should be looking at the moment, you need to make the right type of investment. And the only way that you're going to find out if it is the correct investment or not is to put it out to the people who spend the money in your businesses. So it's the time to do these surveys. So please, if you haven't done another client survey, I'd like to encourage you to get this done as soon as possible, because it is going to give you direction in the next couple of months in your business of where to go or what should be a long-term goal for you. Okay, please everybody, as we go along today, take a picture of something that interests you or something that is exciting for you. Post it to social media. Let's encourage and tell the world that we're doing and keep growing this community that we have going, okay? So I just want to show you what to tag on Facebook. We are Spa Professionals Guild. You can see there on the screen, okay? On Instagram, you can see Spa Professionals Guild. And then please all, I'd love you to follow my personal page, Spa Business Coach Online. So if you're not following, please get on there as well. And then also, if you haven't subscribed yet, our YouTube channel is open. So please, please, everybody, this is where you can access, I mean, you can see underneath the heading there on my screenshot, all the videos that you have access to with regarding to business coaching and growing and evolving in this community or as a business owner or manager. So please, it's very simple. You just type in Spa Professionals Guild and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so we're currently sitting on over 70 members. The countries are growing, which is exciting because we're 15 different countries already. So that's amazing. And really what our goal is to get as many countries as possible, because the more input we get from different countries, the better our information sharing gets and the better the community gets as well. Okay, so we have our new course that starts up on the 19th of November. So if anybody on here as a guest has not signed up with us yet, or I know there's some of you that are starting with us on the 19th, we start again, a new group starts up. Okay, and every single month we have a new group and we work through 7 modules as we go along. Okay, and really our motto is transformational business management, because that's the phase that we're in at the moment. Things are transforming, things are changing, and the way that we run our businesses have to change. And when we go to college, we're all taught the skills of therapy, the skills of hairdressing, the skills of nail technology. But what we are not taught is how to run a business. We are not taught about income statement and balance sheets. We are not taught about retail ratios. We are not taught about cost of goods, where they should be, what you should be looking out for. We are not taught how to run KPI meetings with our staff and how to manage them in the correct manner. So we really are looking at management of our businesses as part of this community, and that is what we are teaching. Okay, so I have a question for everybody, and you can go into the chat box, okay? So my question to you is, and I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. If any of these pictures resonates with you in any shape or form, I want you to put me in the chat box, or me, or yes, or whatever. Okay, so the question is, are you ready? Do you ever feel like this? So have a look. Okay, there's the first one. If you're a gent, Andy and Francisco, sorry, just pretend that's a male in there. Okay, there's more pictures coming. Nungo, always. Okay, next one. Do you ever feel like this? That is a picture of somebody feeling like they're drowning. Fran, I knew you were going to say yes first. Mirella. Okay, wow. Okay, so we all have something in common. Do you ever feel like this? And this is like your brain is going non-stop, non-stop, doesn't know, can't focus. The brain is just going mad, 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 mad all the time. Okay, wow. Okay, we're getting a lot. Nungo again, always. Nicole says Marilee's definitely always like this. Okay, interesting. And last, this one. Do any of you ever feel like that? Loads of work and paperwork stacking up. Okay. Yes, never ending. Yes, constantly. All right. So Mirella says no. Okay, well, that's good. Good. All right. So if you've said yes to any of those pictures that you saw, today's session is really going to lay the foundation to how we can not feel like that often. And the reason I'm saying that is because as business professionals, as whether you're an owner, whether you're a sales rep, whether you're a nail specialist, we tend to, at times, and it's pretty normal for us to feel either that our brains are buzzing all the time, or that we're multitasking far too much, or that our paperwork is catching up. That's okay. And that's expected, right? What's not okay is if you're feeling like that a lot of the time. And if we just take 2 steps back and we look at, okay, how do I plan better so that I don't feel like that? Okay? So here's a question for you. Very interesting question, by the way. I don't know if any of you have ever thought about this. If you knew that COVID-19 would affect the world and your business the way that it has, what would you have done different to prepare yourself? Okay, so that you don't have to answer it. I want you to think about it. If we knew what was coming, what would we have done, all of us, differently to how would we have operated differently to the way that we are operating, or the way that we operated when COVID hit? Okay? Michelle's already saying she wouldn't have as much staff. I'm just saying, think about it. If we had the time to prepare, what would you have done different? Just think about it. Okay, now I'm going to show you a very interesting video clip. So today I've just got a summary of a few things. The important meat of what I have to share with you today is in the video clip. So please, everybody, make sure that you are paying attention to these clips, okay?
Greetings, YouTubers. Christopher here from the Ubermensch channel. Today, I would like to talk about a topic that has been on my mind for quite some time. The topic is called the power of planning. So, you see, before you start planning, you need to know what you're planning for. What do you want? Set a goal, set a target. Sometimes it could be to meet new people or to get a job, so you want to build your career, or you want that nice looking car, thus attracting the love and respect and adoration of people around you. So was it that car you really wanted, or the rise in status and security, that perceivable security that comes with it? This is why it is important to understand your motivations. Why do you want what you want? When you have a legitimate reason, your brain will act on it instead of being complacent. So start with the why until you get to the how, and then reevaluate and ask yourself again, do I really want this? What do I want? So, although many of us are aware of this deep down, Simon Sinek popularized this concept through his famous TED Talks and his book called Start with the Why. I would highly recommend you check this out. Thirdly, think about how can you get what you want? Well, you can get it through chunking. What is chunking? Well, imagine there's a cake in front of you, and how are you going to eat it? That's right, you're going to eat it one bite at a time. Yes, so you would need concrete steps to accomplish your goals. You need to build step-by-step strategy, step-by-step action plan, and it comes down to to-do lists. Break down your goals into small chunks, to-do list with estimated timelines and deadlines. Know what tools and skills would require you to get to your goals. And lastly, get to work. Take action, because that's what it all comes down to. All this will eventually result in your goal. And at the end, you will realize it's not what you get, but it's who you become, your character development, the lessons you learn in the process. This is what it all comes down to. This whole thing about planning has molded our civilizations. It's skyscrapers, complex transportation, air services, and even humanity's first venture to space all required meticulous calculations, meticulous planning. What we see around us is a result of the work inputted by hundreds and thousands of people who plan, take action, and monitor progress. So, my friends, plan, take action, and monitor progress. And lastly, subscribe. Peace out until then. Take care.
Okay, everybody, I'll send that clip on the community group a bit later, but I've also done a summary of that clip that's coming up in a couple of slides' time. My next question to you all is, how often do you have planning sessions? Okay, again, just think about it. You can write your answer down on a piece of paper. If you want to write it on the chat, you can. But it really is a question for you to think about. How often do you have any form of planning sessions? Okay? Next clip.
What have you learned about planning from the military?
One of the things that I think is very interesting, the difference between at least the Air Force and the military at large and private sector, is planning, quote unquote, is something that happens in businesses either once a year, it's sort of your annual strategic whatever, or when something goes wrong, right? We have to have planning sessions. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much the only time there's planning. right? In reaction to something or this prescribed annual event. In the military and in the Air Force, they're constantly planning. And they will produce thousands of plans a year, of which only maybe a few hundred will get implemented. And Dwight Eisenhower said a long time ago, and I never understood what he meant until recently, when he said, planning is everything, the plan is nothing. And basically what that means is the plan is irrelevant the minute you try to implement it, because your competition, your enemy, whoever it is, they're not following your plan, and your plan will go wrong almost as soon as it's implemented. And it's this constant process of planning, that it's not the plan per se, but it's the process of planning that if something does go wrong, you can react to it. One of the interesting practical applications for this was the housing crisis, the economic crisis, which was the actuaries had figured out that there was a 99% chance of success for this, mortgage-backed security thing. And they thought, oh my God, we're all going to get rich. Let's do this thing. And they did. And we all know exactly what happened. The problem is there was no plan for that 1% that happened, which is the housing market collapse. There was no plan ever developed or thought about if the 1% were to happen. In the military, I can promise you they would have thought about that opportunity if that, how would we react if that happens? And panic is what ensued. And nobody knew the answer. And things collapsed, and banks collapsed, and people lost money because there was no plan. And now the planning began, and we're still digging ourselves out of the hole, only because planning was an event and not a process.
Okay, that was so interesting. So the lesson that we have to learn here is make your planning a process and not an event. And we can learn that very, it's a strong lesson to learn. And in all the research that I've done on planning, it seems to me that the military are the best planners, because it is almost part of their daily processes, is planning for the what ifs and the hows and the whens and the wheres. So that I found really, really interesting. And if I can give you a great tip, and it's for all of us, it's something that actually we haven't really thought about, is making planning a part of your processes and not just an event where you sit down and say, okay, right now, let's plan for our marketing for next year, or let's plan for this, or let's plan for that. So rather making it a part of what we do all the time. Okay. So here's some tips for planning that you can take back and think about it. See how this will work in your business, and then implement and get the planning to become a process and a regular occurrence in your business. So the first question is who? And the who is, who do we plan with? And this is really, really important, because as salon owners and managers, we may find ourselves, and I'm saying may because not everybody does this, is we may find ourselves planning with only our managers. So it's owner and manager level. And I feel that this is really, really a problem and a mistake. I feel that the planning processes should be with the people that carry out the actual treatments and the people that are the face, that see those clients, that service those clients all the time. They probably know them much better than what we as the owners or managers know them. Okay, so the who is important, because the who is your entire team, your entire organization should be a part of your business's planning processes. Think about this. Think about it, just an idea. Why not include a section in your weekly staff meeting on planning? So for example, a point on your agenda is called planning. Just the word planning, nothing else. The word planning on its own, when you get to it at meeting times, is going to get everybody thinking. You might have week number 1 where you say, right, today we're going to talk about planning. And everybody looks at you and thinks, oh, God, okay, what are we planning for? What are we planning about? What are we planning? And you'll say, okay, there's no specific today, no specific thing or item I want to plan for, but I'd like to put it out to all of you as the therapists. Can you think of anything that we should be planning for? Give it, do that once. And it's very, very interesting because I did a little tiny case study with this, and so interesting what came out. And it was done last week. And some ideas that came out were, well, why don't we talk about planning for our festive season hours? Let's plan for that. Let's talk about, are we going to open longer? Are we going to offer a different variety of treatments? Are we going to push our online vouchers? The other thing that came up that was very interesting for me, quite scary, was somebody brought up in the meeting, well, why don't we talk about planning if we get locked down again? Now, that was scary for me. So I don't know how many of you have done that. Have you even thought about it again? Have you thought about, I don't know, planning for if something goes wrong? Okay, so it doesn't always have to be planning for the bad. It can also be planning for the good. But bring up the word planning in your weekly staff meeting and see where that takes you, because that is how you turn planning into a process in your business and not an event. The next is the how. So how do we do this? How do we go about having a proper planning meeting? A scenario planning meeting for that case, where you come up with all different scenarios of what could be. And here are your tips for the planning. And this really is a bit of a summary with a few extras added in from that first video clip. So don't stress too much if you didn't get exactly the words. This is what you need for the planning. So number one is you need to set a goal. You need to set a target. What is the goal with your planning? Okay? Is the goal a specific rand value? Is the goal to open a new salon? Is the goal to get retail into your business? Is the goal to get a mobile leg going to your business? What is the goal? The second thing, very important, is why do you want it? And this has to be something that is written down and discussed and documented. Why do you want that specific goal? The third item is how will you get to that goal? Okay, this is where the planning process is really important. And now you're going to sit down and you're going to discuss with each other, right? Let's say we want to get more retail in our salon, for example, is how are we going to get there? Could be, let's look at what other retail options are available to us. Let's speak to our clients and find out what they would love to see in our salons or spas. Let's look and see what's not available here. It could be anything, okay? But as soon as you get your staff involved in this planning process, even the how to get there, it's amazing how the ideas are going to create this perfectly plotted out plan. Very important, number 4, set a time deadline. You cannot have a goal with no time deadline. It's just, you've got nothing tangible to work towards. Think about it. Our children go to grade 1 and then grade 2, and they know that they have a deadline of 1 year to complete that grade. That's their deadline. And that's why they are super focused. And every term they know, or every Tuesday or Wednesday, once a week is a cycle test or whatever the case might be, that is their deadline. It starts from there. So we need to keep giving ourselves time deadlines, and especially when it comes to the planning process. It can't just be, okay, we would like to do this. There needs to be a deadline. Number 5, very important, is what do you need to make that goal possible? You may need extra staff. You may need a car. You may need funding. You may need you might need specific tools. You might need an expert in the field to come and help you. If you're redesigning a space, for example. So you've got to look at what do you need to be able to make that goal happen for you. Then, very important, every step is important here, is draw up a step by step of the processes or actions needed to make this goal happen. There has to, and break it down. So the video clip was quite cute. It spoke about chunking. So if you imagine taking a piece of cake and you're cutting the cake into slices, and how do you eat the whole cake eventually? Not slice by slice, but piece by piece of each slice by slice. So if you can imagine your goal is the whole cake, the slices are the step-by-steps, and then how you eat each slice are the actions that you take towards getting your goal. Okay, and very important, everybody, you know how I carry on and on and on. I just want to let Lizelle in, sorry. How I carry on about this monitoring feedback. Keep measuring yourself. How are you doing according to each step and each deadline? Where are you going in terms of that? Okay. So very, very importantly. All right, there's your summary of your step-by-steps. Okay, do we have any comments or questions about the power of a plan? Any comments or questions? So Cara is saying she loves the marketing calendar or the marketing planner in module 5. It's a game changer. Okay, so for example, that is a planner for a marketing system, whereas the kind of planning we're talking about now is goal planning. Okay, where do you want to get your business to? What goal do you want to get to? And if there's any individuals that are attending here, I know that Sherbet Angel has their team watching. As individuals, you can do this to yourself too. You can do this for yourself. Set yourself a goal. Why do you want it? How are you going to get there? And give yourself a deadline. And what do you need? Exactly the same thing. All right. Okay, so Andy is telling us to choose extraordinary goals. Amazing. And then aim for the moon and you will at very least land in the stars. Yes, Laniel, thank you. Thank you. Okay, does anybody have anything regarding planning that they would like to share? How planning has changed the way their business runs? In fact, I think I'd like to call on the Sherbet Angel tripod. One of you can just talk about it, about how getting your staff to plan one simple process has changed your staff. Can you share that with the rest of the team?
Hi, it's Lise.
Yes, go for it. Tell everyone, Lisa.
So, well, we believe and we've seen the proof in the pudding. Literally, you know, from the start with the huddle, each morning getting the vibration on the right level across the board, and then the girls do their daily plan for their the entire day. Obviously, it shifts and changes as the day goes on. And I mean, you've seen some of our figures, how they've quadrupled. Last month was like our best month ever, pre-COVID, COVID, post-COVID, whatever lockdown. So it's just been so incredible, and just seeing the the incentives you put in place as well to motivate and get them even more on board, I suppose, we want to say. I mean, we all like a little bit of extra cash. No one will say no. And just creating opportunities and allowing them to see things, in a new way, in a different way, and how easy it can be. And the clients, obviously gobble it up, and the next thing they've, doubled their sale. So, yeah, if the girls, they might be a bit, I don't know, shy. I don't know if they want to say anything with regards to their sales and their planning.
Maybe Esther, I don't know, are you available there, love? Can you want to speak?
I don't know if she can. No, I don't know. Anyone? One of our girls?
They're shy.
Hi, angels.
Okay, it's okay. It doesn't matter. They don't. It's okay. It's fine. So my question to the two of you is: do you believe that there is power in planning?
Absolutely. It goes without saying. You see it, you believe it, it becomes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So thank you. Thank you so much, ladies. So there's one example, and I'm sure there's many more. So if anybody wants to come forward and share their experiences with us. But I would like to use Sherbet Angel's example to encourage all of you to take the planning part, even for your therapists. Take it, hand it over, and make it happen for them, because it really is a game changer. It is a life changer for them and a business changer for you in terms of bottom line and revenue. The kind of planning that we are a little bit more focused on today is more business planning. So this is the next kind of planning, is sit back, and now's the time to do it, is to say, right, where to next? What is my next goal? And then I think it is Mariana who brought it up somewhere, having different scenarios. Let me look at that. Yeah, build scenarios. Now that is very interesting, because that is another topic all on its own, that it is scenario planning. So you can have a goal, okay? You can say why you want it, but how will you get there branches off into scenarios. So it's almost an extension of point number 3 on my screen. So it's the same goal, but different scenarios about how we're going to get there. Okay, and that's called scenario planning. We will definitely do a coaching session on that, because I think there's huge value to it. And scenarios are what ifs. What if this, and what if this, and what if this? But it's quite an intricate and very involved form of planning. I would like you to take one step back, not get to that yet, and just sit down and do you must have a goal, and you must have something that you want to achieve in your business right now. And I would like you to plan it and plot it out correctly, because the better planned you are, the better the outcome. And I'd like to explain or give you all an example, for example, to give you an example, is how many people or how many ladies on this group that are married woke up one morning and said, I'm getting married this afternoon. How many of you have done that? Please, I hope nobody has. But anyway, I doubt it. Okay. Instead, how many months did most of us spend planning our weddings? How many months? Some people spend years, okay, planning weddings. And why? Because they want a specific outcome. And the same way that you plan for your wedding, with a list and a checklist and a to-do list, and this one must do this, and this one must do this, and this one must do this, is exactly the same way that I would like you to do your planning for your businesses. So I hope that I've managed to make that relationship fall into place and make sense for you now, okay? Oh, goodness me, there's major conversation going on here. Moving from SA to the UK, never been to Vegas. How have we gone on to talk about Vegas, everyone? Good Lord. Okay. All right, so before we finish up, Laura, Andy, or Francisco, anything that you would like to contribute with regards to planning, please can we hear from you?
Hi everyone. I just want to give a small example of what happened to me when we decided to reopen the hotel. Of course, the planning with the spa is constantly in place. The team does all the business plans that they're supposed to be doing. Marisa was here last week or 10 days ago, and then she could see that the team is quite focused and quite ready to go for it. But that is because of the power of the planning. But beyond the point of the spa, when I was brought back to work during the lockdown in July, I was given the task to make sure that the hotel is COVID-19 ready to open, not just the spa, the entire hotel. In July, in the midst of all the chaos and all the new regulations that came out, with very little guidance or very little support, I had to make a plan on how we're going to do this, not just as, and regardless with the spa, I have to do with the entire hotel, for every department, for every scenario. So the only way that I could see myself doing this is by creating, it sounds redundant, but it's actually creating an action plan with responsible people. So actions, so responsible people, who's going to do it, how they're going to do it, by when do we need it to be done? Because if all those actions doesn't meet the deadlines, the whole action plans falls short and falls late, and then we will never meet the deadline of opening the hotel on the 1st September that we wanted to open. Thank God we never opened on 1st September, because we would have never made it. Be ready for this. We would have opened, but not ready. And then we pushed it to 1st October. So it shows you that there's a lot of power in the planning, but also I had no choice but to make everyone part of the plan. I wish I could have done everything myself and be like, I'm going to do all the actions, because you only depend on yourself. But I had to depend on every single HOD, the GM, the finance, all I could do is just, like you said, set the goal. What do I want it? Because we needed it. How will we get there? Through the action plan. The deadline, it was like 3 or 4 or 5 weeks before we opened. So we have to get everything, put it in place. What do we need? Do we need the PPE? We need all the signage. We need the regulations. We need all those things. And then as the things were falling into place, then we started putting it out. And then even though with this action plan and detailed action plan and constant meetings and planning and scenario A, B, C, D, E, F, and all the scenarios, we still, by the time that we opened, we were missing a couple of things.
Oh my word.
Still.
Okay.
But I mean, we didn't have a problem, but it came just 3 or 4 days after open. But it shows you that without that, almost like a structure in almost the vertebra of your skeleton, you would have, everything would have fallen apart.
Correct.
Because everybody would have not had a direction.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it did a good job. All I said that it was the only way that I could see it happening and taking place is by having the structure of the action plan, and then making sure that everybody was accountable for this, for the deadlines and for what to do and what to get, how to get it, and by when to get it. If not, we would have not been able to open.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. And Fran, do you agree with the statement that as managers, if we are better planned for what we have to do, we will feel less like headless chickens, like some of those photos, like we're drowning. If our planning is a little bit better, do you feel that's the case?
Yeah, definitely. And I think like Simon Sinek was saying before in the video is the idea of the planning it doesn't have a beginning and an end. It's a continuous process, and you always reimagining and replanning and plan over a plan, because what he said, by the time that you put a plan in place, the plan's over. So it's the planning that makes you ready for any scenario. Not for any scenario, but to be able to react and think on your feet instead of having to I never thought about that before. Then now you need to get into that. You have to put your thoughts in place. So it takes a longer time to get to where you need to be if you're constantly planning.
Brilliant.
But definitely that we all as managers should be constantly planning, never stop planning. I mean, I have a very animated GM, and he constantly wants us to plan and reimagine, and sometimes too much because it's very confusing sometimes, but we constantly doing in our hotel, especially with the COVID and not knowing what the market does. So we're trying to almost every day plan a new strategy because we want to see what works.
Brilliant. Thank you, Fran. Laura, are you able to elaborate? I love your comment up there, and I'm a big believer in only having a plan A. I don't generally have a plan B and C. I don't. And your comment could be maybe why I never have a plan B or C, but do you want to elaborate a bit on that? Because that's brilliant.
Yeah, so I will talk about that, but I also want to talk about why planning will build your self-esteem as well. So don't let me forget, because I can get carried away. Yeah. So I watched a YouTube video with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was talking, and he said the reason why he became Mr. Universe, why he became a Hollywood superstar, why he became governor of California, Florida, wherever it was, somewhere, sorry, and I don't recall, not really into politics, was because he never ever believed in the fact that he would find another way to do it. He had one goal, and he was going to get that goal no matter what. So if he felt, he says that if he felt like he was going to allow himself to go, okay, well, if this doesn't work, then I'll do that. He never 100% committed to what he was doing, because he always had a get out clause, and it gave him an excuse. But if you've got no excuse, then you actually just get it done.
Love it. Love it. It's like not using the word try. Awesome. Okay.
No, exactly. And that was interesting for me, because I always tell people, I'm the queen of having a plan A to Z. Like, if it doesn't work out, I'll just do something else. But actually, since I took that on board, I try to make sure that very funny. I make sure that I am focused on what I am going to achieve.
Here we go. You see,
get slipped up.
Vocabulary. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about the building the self-esteem thing quick.
Yeah. So on a personal level for planning, when you don't have a plan, you can sort of vacillate. So you go around in circles, and maybe you just do one foot in front of the other, and every day becomes mundane. However, when you have a plan and you start to achieve that, every small achievement, and when you look for an achievement, starts to build your self-confidence and starts to build your self-belief, and that makes you a happier person from an internal perspective. And so by planning and achieving that plan, you then build on your self-confidence, and you can achieve more. So where Andy is saying have extraordinary goals, well, the way to have and build up to extraordinary goals is to find your confidence in achieving one step at a time.
Love it. Love it. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Andy, have you got anything to add, or can we wrap up? I don't even know if Andy's here. Okay, so I'll keep going. Oh, there we go.
My internet's at the end, last bit of...
Yeah, you're a bit up and down today, your internet, hey? Maybe they locked down the service provider, who knows? No.
You got me now?
Sort of. You're very grumbly bumbly. No. Not good today, Andy. Your signal's not great. Okay, I'll talk until you get it right. I'll just wrap up. So everybody, we see you again next week, Thursday, 19th of November at 4 p.m. Our topic is our once a month. We are going to do this going forward once a month, because I feel there is so much value in this. I get not inundated, I love it. I get sent a lot of personal messages and queries with, Marisa, I have this that I'm battling with right now. I have this that's bothering me now. I can't seem to get this right with my staff. So what I'd like to do going forward is once a month, one of our topics is going to always be our business challenges solved. That's what we're going to call it. Business challenges solved. And once a month, you will share with me your business challenges. You'll send that to me personally, okay, because some people want to remain anonymous. And then I will read those challenges out to the coaches, to the affiliate coaches, and then they will give their opinion or their advice on those challenges. Okay, so I already have got some challenges. I've got about 5 that I've been presented with. Please, everybody, this is your opportunity to get advice from each other, for us to churn out what is happening right now in your businesses that is giving you a bit of a challenge. And we've got lots of people that I mean, yes, the coaches will answer first, but the whole idea is for everybody else to add in tips of advice to exactly the same challenge and perhaps how they overcame that in their own businesses. Okay. So there's the structure of how it will work. Okay, so you will tell us your challenges, let our panel of expert coaches give the solution. And number 3 is let's get the whole community involved in finding solutions. And that is the goal of our once a month. And we are theming it, business challenges solved. Okay, and last but absolutely not least, I leave you with my 2020 word, which I think I might take into 2021 because 2020 was half the year was stolen from us anyway. So I'll see, maybe I'll find a new word. But my 2020 word is to stay obsessed. Be obsessed about your businesses, be obsessed about your life, your success, your self-esteem, your family, your friends. Is just, and use the word obsession in the most positive possible way that you can. All right, everybody. So I'd like to hear a checkout word from everybody or a checkout sentence. If you can go into the chat box and just let us all know, how are you feeling after today? Is there anything that you feel now, oh my word, I better go and plan? Or has it inspired you to do something? Let us all know what you're feeling, everybody. Please go into the chat box. Much better. Muchas gracias. So for those of you who don't speak Spanish, that means thank you very much. Mariana, whoa, Mariana's now, she's already an Energizer bunny. Now she's a powerhouse. Oh my word. She's going to go and keep packing boxes, I'm sure. Okay. Everybody else, let us know your checkout words, everyone. Amy, excited to create a plan and share this great info with my team. Awesome, Amy. And we look forward to all of you who have been visitors today. We look forward to having you again as guests. So please feel free, if you'd like to attend next week, Thursday, let us know and you are welcome to attend back. For those of you who aren't members of our community, please join our growing community because we would really love to have you part of the community. Ria says, motivated from all the angels. Love it. Leniel, thanks, Marisa and coaches. Always appreciate the generous sharing of information. Cara, organized. Thanks, Marisa. Cool, Cara, I like that. Like that word. Okay, Patricia says really refreshed. Mena, thank you so much, Maurice. Recharged. The morning huddle sessions are brilliant. Gets everyone on the same page. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mena, for always cheerleading us and me especially. Thank you. Andy says dedicated, morally, amped. Love it. Okay, let's hear some more words, everyone. Nicole, consistency. I love that, Nicole. Consistency is key from the tripod. So implement and keep it consistent, everybody. So if you're going to start your planning, consistently keep planning. Nungo, got my fix. Yeah, baby. Awesome. Michelle, thank you. Planner ready. Love it. Okay. But Murali borrowed my word. Amped. Okay, that's fine. Fatima says super amped. Awesome. Okay, any more checkout words, everyone? Okay, superb. So we're going to see you next week, Thursday, but the time is 4 p.m., not 3 p.m., okay, because our poor counterparts from the USA are getting up like extremely early to join us. So I'm trying to make it a little bit later so that they don't feel like it's 5 in the morning for them. All right, everyone, have the most superb weekend. Go out there and make huge amounts of revenue. Change people's lives and leave your mark and memory. And of course, stay obsessed, everyone. Cheers. Ciao. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you, Marisa. Love you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.